A cancer charity raised more than $5 million, all thanks to one teenager.
A 4-year-old boy was being chased by a naked man in a Texas park.
The Las Vegas economy is rising, and casinos are thinking outside of the box to bring a new attraction to the Las Vegas Strip.
And later, vape experts Peter Fatt and Chris Medina join us for a discussion about e-liquids. Studio G starts right now.
New this morning, U.S. Navy pulled planes from a missing Malaysian airliner. The decision was made after officials determined there is little or no chance debris from the jet are still afloat overseas. Welcome to this edition of Studio G. I'm Valerie Mercenier.
And I'm Kelby Weiler. Since March 8th, we have been getting update after update on the missing Malaysian Flight 370, and still today we have no word on where the flight may be. Malaysian officials have kept most of the information from the public, but today we will share with you the final audio recordings of a conversation between the cockpit and the control tower. This audio was played for the families of the missing relatives in Beijing, China.
Malaysian 370, climb by level 350. 350, Malaysian 370. Malaysian 370. Maintaining level 350. Malaysian 370. Malaysian 370, contact Tiabi 120.9 Anchorage.
Family members continue to ask about the details on the flight, but are still receiving no immediate answers. Later on, the Malaysian technical delegation crew in China showed family members the dialogue the satellites orbiting around the Indian Ocean had with the plane after the final recording said goodnight. Here it shows at 2:03 a.m. the Malaysian Airlines sent a message to the cockpit requesting contact. At 2:22 a.m. was the last time the flight was picked up on a radar. And finally, at 7:13 a.m., Malaysian Airlines tried to make a phone call to Flight 370 but didn't get an answer. What happened in that 5-hour period is still a mystery, and the plane is still nowhere to be found.
The park is a place where families gather around to enjoy a beautiful day or just unwind, but a family at a Texas park got way more than they bargained for. This cell phone video captures the moment when a naked man terrorized a family at the park. Chaos unfolded at Herman Park in Houston as this man ran full speed towards women and children. According to witnesses, the man began to undress himself immediately as he arrived at the park. Summer Rios shares her concern on the incident.
Then he started taking his clothes off one item at a time, and then he just got completely naked. He was running like full speed. My worst fear was him getting hit because I kept screaming for him to come back as I'm running towards. There were thousands of kids out there, and they don't need to see nothing like that.
An off-duty cop was at the scene and was able to arrest the suspect. He was tackled to the floor and finally arrested. He was later taken away to the hospital. The worst part of it all is that Rios' 4-year-old son was being chased by the man. The young boy got so scared that he ran into a busy street just to get away. Fortunately, the child wasn't hurt by the traffic. Witnesses of the incident claimed that the naked man ran after another woman who he punched and pushed down to the ground. Houston police say the man had taken some narcotics before heading to the park. According to officials, his case will most likely be taken to the mental health division.
Smoking hookah has been around for centuries in Asia, and it's becoming popular in areas in the United States such as Las Vegas. But studies are showing using hookah poses serious health risks. Reporter Trinae Williams has the story.
Hookah, a water pipe used to smoke tobacco that's often flavored, is used at social gatherings and for relaxation. But studies are showing it can kill you. Cigarette smoking is declining in the United States, but this style of smoking is emerging, especially among young people who may think it's safer than cigarettes, but that's simply not true.
You're inhaling the same toxins that you would as if you were smoking a cigarette.
Some people mistakenly think they are only breathing in water vapor, but you are actually inhaling tobacco smoke when using hookah. And like smoking cigarettes, hookah can lead to cancers such as lung cancers and heart disease.
You're getting more smoke during a hookah session than you do from smoking a pack of cigarettes.
Before you inhale, the smoke passes through water, cooling it so it feels less irritating to the lungs than other tobacco smoke. And it can become addicting because of the nicotine in the tobacco, like cigarettes. There is also a risk of infection when people share the same hookah mouthpiece. Think twice about smoking hookah the next time you're out with friends. From Studio G, I'm Trinae Williams.
According to CDC, because of the way a hookah is used, smokers may absorb more of the toxic substances also found in cigarette smoke than cigarette smokers do. An hour-long hookah smoking session involves 200 puffs, while smoking an average cigarette only involves 20. Up next, a fundraiser for cancer charity raised a lot more than expected.
And a new park is opening on the Strip. Studio G will be right back.
I'm Christian FGY.
Kaylin Height.
And I'm Jay Luna.
And we're illvibe here.
It's an underground hip-hop show here at UNLV,
where we focus on making the hip-hop culture in the Las Vegas Valley more prevalent and just making people more aware of up-and-coming underground hip-hop artists.
Basically, we play what we like. It's really as simple as that. Most of the stuff we like are our hits, so it's both.
On KUNV HD2, Las Vegas.
I want this place to be a place that they feel safe, it's secure, a place where they get inspired. So many times we kind of get complacent in our everyday life, transforming lives in the community from the inside out. I've been in fitness my whole life, but now tying that in now in my spiritual walk, it's been just amazing. Some people may want to run a marathon. Some may want to just get off their asthma inhaler. Exercising and moving our bodies, I think it's, you know, we say if you don't use it, you lose it.
A terminally ill teenager set out to raise $16,000 for a cancer charity. Little did he know that his fundraiser would raise a lot more. He's raised more than $5 million. 19-year-old Stephen Sutton was diagnosed with bowel cancer 4 years ago. He created a bucket list on Facebook with 46 things he wanted to do before he died. His fundraising efforts went viral when his health started to deteriorate. Stephen says his bucket list led him to raise money for charity.
Since starting the bucket list, I've had people come up to me and offer to raise funds for me, i.e. for me personally, to go on a holiday or to tick off another item of a bucket list, but I've actually refused and decided to give the money to charity instead. Since starting the bucket list, my life has changed completely. I'm now doing so many weird and wonderful things and so much more. The amount of opportunities I'm having chucked my way is absolutely immense, and the one thing I've really enjoyed is the fundraising and helping others, so that's the main thing I now want to concentrate on. I don't really want to die, but if my story teaches others not to take life for granted, then so be it. In the meantime, I'll be trying to enjoy every second as much as possible. Cancer sucks, but life is great.
Stephen's fundraiser is still continuing to grow every day. Even celebrities are chipping in with support. All the money raised is going to the Teenage Cancer Trust. This is the organization that helped Stephen through each surgery, each round of radiation, and chemotherapy. Sadly, Stephen has exhausted all of his medical options. He is now living as comfortably as possible under hospice care. On April 22nd, Stephen posted a message on his Facebook saying it's a final thumbs up for him. Stephen doesn't know how much time he has left, but he promises to continue posting on Facebook for as long as he can. Las Vegas is known for its restaurants, shopping centers, and entertainment, but that doesn't seem to be the biggest attraction of all, because now they are building a brand new park.
MGM announced their newest 8-acre gateway to be built next to their arena that connects with other casinos. Studio G reporter Fabiola Marzano has the story.
Las Vegas Strip brings 40 million visitors a year from all around the world to escape from their everyday lives.
For Las Vegas?
But visitors like Anthony Amador says casinos have the same urban setting.
It gets boring inside. You can only gamble so much.
Amador says Las Vegas is known for its good weather and people come here to enjoy it. As the economy rises, casinos like MGM are thinking outside the box to transform the urban setting to a whole different level.
This is an exciting time for Las Vegas.
The park is MGM's one-of-a-kind attraction next to their arena between Monte Carlos and New York, New York. Jim Moran, CEO of MGM Resorts, says he's looking for greater changes. A place where families can stroll around the park and enjoy the water features nice weather and entertainment.
Today's customer wants to be out in the open and wants to be independent. They don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to be captured and trapped in any kind of resort. So our job as resort operators is to respond to today's customer. And this is a resounding way to do that.
MGM Resorts have worked for 3 years to figure out what an eco-friendly Las Vegas needs.
It'll benefit the families that want to come here because you can't leave the kids at home all the time. And if the kids come here, they can't gamble. And there's only limited amount of amusement inside the casinos.
MGM is tearing down walls at both resorts, not just to make room for their projects, but to also make room for the younger crowd.
My friends are coming back out for the summertime and they've never been here before. And they want to know what to do, and they have a 14-year-old daughter.
The new outdoor entertainment is set to be done in 2016, and it's bringing 2,000 jobs to Las Vegas.
I think it'll be a great benefit.
For Studio G, I'm Fabiola Marzano.
The park is offering common spots for people to socialize, relax, explore, and enjoy the good life. Ron, do you think Vegas, the Strip, really needs a new park?
You know, I don't think we necessarily need it, but, you know, Las Vegas is one of those cities that's always changing things up and livening it up, so I don't see it hurting at all.
And the weather's so nice here that, I mean, I think it'll be really nice.
Exactly.
Like the outdoors and shopping and everything. How's the weather looking?
It's looking very good, so stay tuned and I will be right back with your daily weather update.
Your community's farmers market. Welcoming, lively, friendly. A place where neighbors and friends come together to celebrate their community. With over 50 vendors, organic, sustainable, fresh produce are available just for you. Support and buy local at Fresh 52.
Participation in Greek fraternity and sorority life at UNLV can provide an experience like no other. With benefits including supportive friends, leadership and career opportunities, and community service.
Greek life at UNLV is really great because it's a good way to network and meet new people from all over the place.
We got academics and we're all about that culture. So we encompass everything all around, and we're out here and we're trying to better ourselves and try to make it better, and let's just make it all better all together.
We are volunteers of Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada.
Welcome back from the break, everyone. My name is Ron Paul Gavino. Let's take a look at our weather. Now, we're sitting pretty at 72 degrees. It's nice and sunny outside. There was a bit of cloud coverage earlier, but not so much anymore. The winds, of course, are still picking up. We've been experiencing that for like the past couple weeks. They're coming in from the east-northeast at 15 miles per hour. Now, if we're taking a look at the almanac, we have a high of 72 degrees today. The lowest is going to be around 60 degrees. So if you go outside, that's about the hottest it's going to get today. If we take a look at the current weather for the entire West Coast, as you can see, it's very nice and warm, sunny everywhere on the West Coast. So if you want to take a look at tomorrow's forecast for the entire country, as you can see, the East Coast not doing as well as we are. They're very cloudy, and if you want to see why, as you can see, this big disturbance is coming in from the west, just covering the entire East Coast, and over here on the west, it's completely clear. If we're taking a look at our extended forecast, as you can see, we're sitting pretty at 82, moving in a little bit during the weekend, 93, 91, but nothing like the 100s that we're going to experience during the summer. That's all the weather I have for you today. Let's go back to Kelby at the desk.
Thanks, Ron. Some UNLV members were recognized yesterday for outstanding work and service throughout the campus.
The 2014 Rebel Awards took place yesterday evening in the Student Union Ballroom.
It's not too often we get an opportunity to recognize so many amazing students that's doing some great work here academically, and so hats off to all the awardees here today.
There were food, drinks, music, and a lively entrance by Clark County Commissioner and MC for the evening, Lawrence Weekly, who kept things interesting.
This is a celebration. To be able to celebrate organizations and faculty and staff and students on this amazing campus, I mean, we wanted to set the tone.
There were over 20 awards given out and recognized outstanding UNLV students, staff members, and organizations throughout the campus. UNLV senior Kevin McVeigh won the award for Best Student Employee.
I was not expecting that at all. I think it's a really great honor. I wasn't expecting it. I was coming to support everybody else. I know a lot of people got nominated. I wasn't expecting to win, and I'm really thankful that someone thought to nominate me for this award.
Another winner of the night was Robin Gonzalez, who won the Outstanding Scholar Leadership Award and gave UNLV students some advice.
I encourage each and every UNLV student to use their education to make a difference in the world. They can do this however they want and with whatever skills that they have. But, you know, like a UNLV degree can make a difference in the world. So I hope that they do that.
Commissioner Weekly had some advice of his own for UNLV students.
Get involved. Get involved in the campus. Get involved in student activities. Make new friends. Meet new people. I mean, this is what the world is all about, broadening your horizon. And so that's what UNLV is all about. And to be able to be here and be a part of the Rebels is fantastic. You know, we love it, and we say congratulations.
Congratulations to all of the award recipients and to those who were nominated as well. Now I'm going to send it over to Val, who's sitting down with the owners of House of Vape.
Thanks, Kelby. I'm sitting here with Peter Fatt and Chris Modena. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Oh, no problem.
So you guys own a vape shop here in Vegas, right?
Correct.
For those of us who don't really know about vaporizers, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, they're known as electronic cigarettes, vaporizer, mods. They all work the same way, just different setups. They have different sizes, different shapes. You have your battery, you have your heating element, you have your tank, and of course you have your e-liquid.
It's really an alternative to smoking cigarettes. It creates a sensation of actually smoking a cigarette without burning the tobacco. There's no tobacco involved in vaping. Without burning it, it reduces the harmful toxins that you inhale. Yeah.
And what makes vaporizers different from like e-cigarettes or hookahs?
Well, e-cigarettes and vaporizers are pretty much the same thing. It's just a different term that they use. As far as hookahs contain tobacco. Both of them contain nicotine. A common mistake is that people think nicotine causes cancer, which nicotine does not cause cancer. It's the chemicals that are involved with burning tobacco that causes cancer. And vaping is 100% tobacco free.
And right now the FDA is trying to regulate e-cigarettes. I'm sure you guys are aware of that.
Yeah.
How does this affect you? What do you guys think about this?
Well, they're really starting to crack down on juice manufacturers. The juice brands that we do carry at our shop, we make sure they're high quality juice brands. They're based out of LA, California area, and they are FDA ready. So.
A lot of the rules that they've proposed, the FDA, are rules that we've already implied on ourselves. One of them being a ban of sales to any minors. From day one, we've been making sure all of our customers are 18 and over, along with any other vape shops that we know. It's just like a basic guideline that they're proposing, because everything's been in the air up until now.
Sorry, so you think it's just going to kind of set everything straight, but not really change anything?
Yeah, it might, like what he mentioned with the juice manufacturers. They want to make sure that all the ingredients are approved, and they're going to make the manufacturers go through a process which, like he was mentioning, a lot of our vendors have been ready for it. The brands that we carry, we make sure that they'll be compliant with the FDA.
Okay, and do vapes have different levels of nicotine?
Yeah, you can, depending on the customer, we try to fit them with the right amount of nicotine. You have anywhere from no nicotine to 24 milligrams of nicotine. We kind of base it on how much they've been smoking. We ask them how many cigarettes they've been smoking per day or whatnot. That's kind of just to curb their craving for nicotine.
So people use vapes as ways to kind of stop smoking cigarettes?
Yeah, just I'd say it's an alternative. I mean, you have, like I said, I used to smoke a pack a day. I started at 24 milligrams of nicotine. I winged my way down to 12, and I'm currently at 6. And as a heavy smoker, like I said, 8 years strong. It's been about 1.5 years now I've been off cigarettes. So
that's the main goal is to help the customer quit smoking cigarettes. And eventually, I mean, like we've seen customers are going down to 0 nicotine, and then they're just vaping for the flavor, and altogether they'll even quit vaping.
Well, so you said you were a smoker. Did you ever smoke cigarettes?
I was a casual smoker, just like at bars and stuff. I never really, I never like buy my own cigarettes.
How has smoking vapes and opening, House of Vape changed your health?
Well, sense of taste, I can smell a lot better. I can taste my food a lot better. I used to go to the gym all the time. It was hard for me to breathe. As of right now, my breathing's been a lot better. So.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be right back after this break.
Our third pod is Kat Gonzalez. We mainly talk about pop culture and whatever movie or TV show that we're interested in right now.
Pretty much everything about media, current events, current everything regarding pop culture and stuff.
I want them to laugh at us because we're so awkward most of the time. I'm Chelsea.
I'm Toby.
And we're 3 Ps in a pod. Come listen to us at therebelhd2.com.
FGY.
Kaylin Height.
And I'm Jay Luna.
And we're illvibe here.
It's an underground hip-hop show here at UNLV where we focus on making the hip-hop culture in the Las Vegas Valley more prevalent and just making people more aware of up-and-coming underground hip-hop artists.
Basically, we play what we like. It's really as simple as that. Most of the stuff we like are our hits, so both. On KUNV-HD2, Las Vegas.
Do I know you? Oh my god, who are you? Why are you taking my picture?
I'm Savannah.
I'm Zoe.
We're the hosts of Happy Hour. Our show is kind of like a mix of everything. It's like happy hour, whatever you do.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, all the elements of like kind of like a comedy show, kind of like put on radio along with news and then music. I'm Savannah.
I'm Zoe.
We're the hosts of Happy Hour on the Rebel HD2.
And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
They graduated from UNLV as broadcast majors in 2008, but when the recession hit, these two alum were forced to take a different route. Reporter Nicole Reynolds has the story.
Tiffany and May never intended to open up their own business, but after the economy forced them to a different career path, they ended up falling in love with the art of food.
Tiabi it's pretty much me and May's like vision of what we'd want for a coffee shop. I mean, the core meaning behind Tiabi is, to inspire and be inspired. It's an acronym for that. So what it means is no matter what you do, aspire to inspire yourself as well as other people around you.
They met in a hotel entertainment class and bonded over their place of origin, and have been friends ever since. However, opening up a business presented itself to be the perfect marriage of a blessing and a challenge.
It's a little crazy, especially when we're here every day, you're sharing ideas, and there's different ideas that sometimes you agree and disagree, but you always have to find that balance. We have to work as a team, and that's what it is over here.
Like their relationship, everything at Tiabi is made from scratch. Their menu includes vegan waffles, dessert waffles, and waffle witches. However, it's not just the food that attracts people.
This is a place to just relax and talk. It's a lot of talking, that's what it is. We love to talk. You know, we meet so many people and it's great, and like we feel like we inspire people and then people inspire us.
Tiabi was meant to be an interactive experience, and the owners have incorporated that in more ways than just their food.
Having familiar things like cards and like chalkboard drawings would kind of make you, I guess, be more prone to like socialize, talk to people, you know, and that's kind of like the environment we wanted to create.
Tiffany and May plan to continue to refurbish Tiabi, take their opportunities and ideas, and spin it.
Tiabi is definitely ever changing in the sense that, I mean, especially with food, there's always so many things you do. Like your creativity is like limitless. You know, you introduce like one new ingredient, and it opens up like a whole platform for like an entirely new menu.
Tiabi's advice: continue to inspire and be inspired. For Studio G, I'm Nicole Reynolds.
In addition to being an interactive coffee stop, Tiabi also looks to connect with the community by showcasing artwork by local artists on their chalkboard wall.
Our third pod is Kat Gonzalez.
We mainly talk about pop culture and whatever movie or TV show that we're interested in right now.
Pretty much everything about media, current events, current everything regarding pop culture and stuff.
I want them to laugh at us because we're so awkward most of the time. I'm Chelsea.
I'm Toby.
And we're 3 Ps in a pod. Come listen to us at therebelhd2.com.
Kaylin Height, and I'm Jay Luna, and we're illvibe here. It's an underground hip-hop show here at UNLV,
where we focus on making the hip-hop culture in the Las Vegas Valley more prevalent and just making people more aware of up-and-coming underground hip-hop artists.
Basically, we play what we like. It's really as simple as that. Most of the stuff we like are our hits, so both.
On UNLV-TV, Las Vegas.
Val, that was a great interview you did. It was really interesting. Have you ever personally tried vapes?
I have tried them before. I've tried, it was like a Captain Crunch flavor. It was really good, actually. Have you?
I didn't know they had that many flavors. No, I've never really been much into nicotine, but I heard they're cool because you can use them in restaurants and stuff.
Well, actually now I've really seen a lot of restaurants with like banning things like that. But we'll be right back. Ron Paul is going to give us our 7-day forecast.
Thank you so much, Val. Now, not much has changed since last time I've seen you, but I did really miss you guys, so I had to come back. Looking at the rest of our extended forecast week, so around Thursday, tomorrow, we're going to be a bit hotter than we are today, and it's going to slowly increase up until Monday, where it drops back down again, back to 85 degrees. And then next week, Wednesday, we're going to have some cloud coverage, so you can expect a little break before summer. But other than that, it's just getting ready for summer. It's going up and up, and it's going to get pretty scary. Are you guys excited for summer?
I am. Thank you so much, Ron Paul. That was so interesting.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's all the news we have for you today. I'm Valerie Mercenier.
I'm Ron Paul Gavino.
And I'm Kelby Weiler. Tune in next week for another edition of Studio G.